Hi there, it's Lucy Johnson here from fullybookedformula.com, where we work with personal trainers and other fitness, health and wellness professionals to help them get more clients, make more money and dramatically improve the quality of their life in the next 3 to 6 months. And what I want to share with you today is something that I think most of you have probably heard, but if you're honest, aren't really doing 100% of the time. And that is knowing your ideal client to create marketing and programs that work for them. Here's the thing. When you try and appeal to everyone across the board, it's very, very hard to stand out in the marketplace. You know, we hear on average 3,000 marketing messages every single day through the internet, through the TV, through radio, coming through on our phones. They're everywhere. So you really have to stand out if you want people to react and to choose you and to want to work with you. And I think whilst most people out there have a sense of understanding that they need to know who their ideal client is, needs to know, what kind of results that they want to achieve so they can market to them directly, I think if you're honest, maybe you don't know them all that well. You might kind of think, well, yeah, they're about weight loss and it's men. And it's men that work in business, and that's a great start, but we need to get even more specific. And we need to start looking at, look, could you create an avatar of your ideal client? Could you give them a name? Could you tell me what kind of businesses they work in? Could you tell me what kind of income they're probably making? Could you tell me what their aspirations and dreams are? Could you tell me how much weight on average they probably want to lose? Could you tell me what they've done before that hasn't worked for them? Could you tell me what they've done before that has worked for them? And when you really dig beneath the surface on this ideal client question and you get really, really clear on these different kind of facets of who your ideal client is, it makes it so much easier for you to figure out, one, where they are, so where you need to go marketing to them. For instance, one of my gold clients, a lady called Michelle, realized that she always thought her ideal clients were women and women in jobs, which they absolutely are. But when she took a closer look at it, she realized it was women, particularly in service-based industries. So it was much easier for her to target which particular businesses she was going to go to say, hey, I would like to do a program within your company for the women working here. And it just made it much, much clearer for her. She knew how to speak to them in a way that appealed to them, and she knew what made them tick. So it's about getting even more specific on who your ideal client is. And I want to be clear on something. I know some of you will have alarm bells ringing listening to this saying, yeah, but my God, my clients, they're all sorts of people. They're men and women, and I just attract all these different people. And look, I'm not saying you have to turn them away, but what I'm saying is if you want your business to grow, or if you want your business to maintain at the same level, but for it to become easier for you, so you don't need to push so hard to get sales, so that you don't need to be marketing all the time and you don't feel so stressed, your life gets a lot easier when you get much more specific about who your ideal client is and you market to them in that way. And hey, you will still get some people outside of your ideal client coming to you and saying, I would like to work with you. That's okay. I'm not saying you have to turn those people away if you think you can help them. But what I'm saying is when it comes to marketing, the more specific your marketing is towards a certain type of person that has a certain type of job, that has kids or doesn't have kids, that wants to lose a certain amount of weight in a certain amount of time, the more specific you can be with all those things, the better. It's just a much stronger marketing message, and it will make you stand out from the crowd and stand out from all of your competitors who you fear are going to be taking clients from you. If we look at our ideal client, we know specifically it's fitness, health and wellness professionals. We know specifically they're probably making £1,000 to £2,000 a month, and we know they probably want to be making more like £3,000 to £4,000 a month. We know most of them have been in the industry 18 months or over. We know most of them are in their 30s plus. And look, we have some that are younger than 30. We have some that, are older than kind of our top limit. That's cool. But the way we market to appeal to that group of people I've just explained to you, that group of people specifically, because then we know which training providers to go to if we want to do some kind of affiliate promotion with them. We know what kind of language to use. We know that we don't need to be saying things like, I can make you a millionaire in the next 5 years, because that's not what appeals to our target market. What appeals to them is doubling their income, earning an extra £1,000 to £2,000 a month is what appeals to our ideal client specifically. And because of that, we can market in a really strong way, and it's meant our business has quadrupled 3 years in a row now. And I genuinely mean that. It's one of the main things that I believe has made the difference, that we've been so specific in our marketing. And you know what? If it can work for me when there's less than 100,000 fitness, health and wellness professionals in the UK, it can definitely work for you where you've got probably vastly more than 100,000 people either near enough to you or who could find out about you that want to use your stuff, because I pretty much don't know a single person that doesn't want to improve their health, their fitness, or their well-being in some way. You know, you can appeal to a wide group of people and still be specific. So if it can work for me, it can work for you. So your homework is to build an avatar of your ideal client. Get specific, give them a name. How many kids do they have? Where do they work? What do they drive? What challenges them? What frustrates them? And really get laser clear on who your ideal client is. And then from that, start adjusting your marketing material and your marketing plan to go and seek out those kind of people specifically. And you watch and see how much easier it is to attract clients into you when you behave that way. So good luck with this week's video task, and I'll see you soon.